cards that I made during my catalogue launches over the previous 2 weekends. So this is the cute card that I am going to show you. I am going to shut my doors soon. My husband's in a meeting, but the 2 kids have just got themselves lunch. So yes, if you are popping on, please say hi. Hello, Miss Margine. And I'm about to go to my YouTube to make sure I'm live over there. Hello, Bobby. How are you? I am live on YouTube. This is awesome. Everything is working exactly how it's meant to. Yay! So today we are using the I'll go this way. The You Are Amazing stamp set. You guys know how much I love this stamp set. Maybe a teensy bit obsessed with it. Hello, Miss Cindy. And I have grabbed out some pieces of the well-suited paper. So the well-suited paper is the masculine paper that comes in all the suit patterns. So I'll show you a little peek at the whole set in a second. But since everyone's coming in and chatting with me, I think I'll flip myself around and I'll just open up the HAPS app here on my computer so I can see. Hello, Heather. Hello, Beverly. Good to see you guys are over on YouTube watching me as well. Happy Thursday. Now, I did get my nails done today and we had I'll show you the other way. We had a play with alcohol inks and it was so fun because I've played with alcohol inks in my crafting days and it was heaps of fun, but we need to put drawing gum over my finger and cuticles because I'm a bit stained, but that's okay. Good morning, Miss Margaret. How are you today? Just refreshing my computer. I'll flip us around and do all of those things so I can see posts. And that's the most terrible screen grab I've ever seen. I'm like half off screen. Great. I can see everyone's. Yes, I know it's still Wednesday, but I live in the future, Heather. I live in the future. So, that's one thing I forgot to do, but that's okay. I can't go back and change it now. Hello, Miss Debbie. I hope you are well. I always come from the future. Everyone laughs at me when I say that, but hey, it's the truth. Sorry, you just have to see my cupboards up there for a second. And we are flipped around and kind of in focus. So that's what we're playing with. Nice, simple, masculine card. Okay, lights, camera, action, boys. I'm closing the door. If you need anything, interrupt. Oh, no one saw me fall over, did they? Thank you, Mr. Bobster. Just straightening us up here for a second. Good afternoon, Miss Linda. Great. All up and running. I've played with my lights. Right. So, I'm sorry if you see any bits of gold gilding. I was having a late night play last night with it and it kind of floats everywhere. Just grabbing the well-suited paper. Okay, so this is the well-suited paper. So this is in our January to June mini catalogue. So we have these. I love the black grid, bit different to the normal white and blue grid that you get in maths books. I've got to get books ready for back to school tomorrow for my eldest. So we've got that nice plaid tweed, and our final pattern is beautiful diagonal tie. I see that as a tie. I see that as a shirt. So this is fantastic masculine paper. Also comes with a stamp set and a set of dies that you can make suits and ties and bow ties and all of those kinds of things. You did catch me live. Fantastic, Bev. Good work. I'm glad technology is working for you. Okay, so I just want to, I'm going to turn down my heater. I know I was complaining about 40-degree heat the other day. It is now been raining and crazy cold. And I walked in the house and the air conditioner was blaring. So I was bleeding, freezing. So I've come in my little room and turned on the heater and had a hot lunch and trying to feel a bit more put together and warm. Okay, so this card's a bit different. It is a normal standard size A2 card, but what I did, I have cut the front flap of the card in half, and I have built up this panel to make the card a bit more interesting, and I just popped in a white insert. So it's a fancy fold, maybe. Yes, the DSP is lovely, Linda. I do agree with you. So I don't know, do you girls and guys class this as a fancy fold card? Because I'm a bit into mines. Hello, Miss Susan. My pleasure. I'm glad your birthday card arrived. So let's pull out all my bits and bobs. So these are all my leftovers from class. So we're probably making a few cards today, but they do come together nice and quickly and easily. So I think we may have 2 to put together, maybe. So I have 2 of these, 2 of those. Yeah, we're just putting together 2 today. So I've got 2 pieces of everything. I have no idea what I did with my third. Maybe because it was such a simple card, I just made it up with the girls on the day. So these are all our pieces, and it is such a simple card. The only stamping we're doing is with our You Are Amazing stamp set with the marquee Happy Birthday. Did it open 2 sides? No, it doesn't open 2 sides. Cindy, standard opening card. So I'm not sure if it's classed as fancy because I've cut it in half, but it's fun anyway. So maybe it's a fun fold rather than a fancy fold. Okay, so they are all my layers. So just popping this around so you guys can see everything. I have my Happy Birthday. I have lost Dimensionals crafting last night. And because this marquee and this stamp is quite bold, I have set up in my Stamparatus the sentiment. And I cut out the sentiment piece using my ever favorite stitched rectangles because, okay, fair enough. Maybe we call it fun instead of fancy, Cindy. Thanks, Debbie. The stitch rectangles, I have used those. I use them on 50% of my cards because they are so versatile, and you get all of these dies in one set. So very, very versatile, masculine, feminine. They just add, and I'll show you. I'll just pop that there. No, that's not going to work there. Just pop it over here. Where do I put my piece? I'll just show you. That's upside down. So you just get a beautiful pushed in stitched detail. So hopefully you can see that. And I will grab the actual plate that has our stamp attached to it. So because this stamp set is a cling stamp set, we won't need our foam mat. So I'll take that out. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Bev, because I feel like, you know, I use it all the time. So I have made up a jig for this set. So I just mark the corner and I mark where the plate goes with an arrow. So then I could use this over and over again if I decided to keep the happy birthday on the set, or I could just reline up the happy birthday in here and keep the jig. But I generally do a new jig every time I do a class, just because I do. Hello, Miss Kayla McCready. Lovely to see you. So just make sure your jig piece is flush into the corner, because I just spied mine was not, and I do still just pop it down, make sure it's looking centered, which it is. And we're using Balmy Blue and Night of Navy just to pick up the colors in the well-suited paper. So today won't be a long video, but I will be here for a little bit. So, oh, thank you. I've been to the nail lady today. I did say I was going to show you guys my nails. So my middle fingers are my do you know what they match? Hang on. I just realized these nails, and I'm going to have to send a photo to my nail lady, they match my laptop cover. I'm going to have to close my laptop to talk to you girls. But have a look. That's my laptop cover, and that's my nails. Oh my God. We didn't even realize it. Yeah, they are so pretty. So just freshly done this morning. So I'm just going to stamp up the happy birthday and ink it up. And because we are using the Stamparatus, we've got more than one go at this. So I do make sure, especially because this sentiment is so bold, I get nice even coverage. And I'm even going to get my whiteboard eraser and just give it some nice even pressure. I find this takes the pressure off my fingers and they don't get so sore when I'm doing a lot of stamping. So I can see I've missed the top areas here. So I will, and then the ink is still on the stamp. So just going in for me, it's easier to use the heel of my hand. That isn't as crisp as that, but do you know what? We're just going to go with it. We are just going to go with it. It's a handmade card, and the mail that I give it to, it's not going to matter to them. They're not going to worry about it. Hello, Miss Sandra. Thank you for joining. Okay, so I'm just going to push this down so then I don't have to clean it straight away and I'm not making a mess of anything. So that's our stamping done. we better close this ink pad before I cause a mess. So this card really is unisex because the floral in it is out of those metrosexual shirts, the florally male shirts, but it equally could be a female card. No issues at all. I would have no issues giving this to a female friend of mine. So while I'm here, I'm going to grab the edges of my dimensionals because that's all I've got left on this sheet, and you know, waste not, want not. So we will use these up. So because they are a bit wider, I will use 2 on each. So I'll use 1 here and 1 on the other side, just so it's balanced. And these little pieces I am just going to throw in the bin. I'm not going to be precious about those teeny tiny pieces because I pretty much have used all of it. Okay, so that's those done, and I know I will have to locate my gems. They weren't in the package that they were meant to. Hello, Kay. I am well. I do hope you are well. So the card bases look a little weird because I've got my score line here. I'm hoping you can see that score line. So when we fold it, it's just half a card, or half a card front of the card, because it's not a card front. Grab my, whoops, my bone folder as it kamikazes its way out. So just give that a good burnish. Oh, can't even, that's better. Can't hold it in my hand properly today. That is wonderful to hear, Kay. I like to hear all my crafty friends and customers are well. Okay, so who owns either of these products yet? Because I'm hoping I'm showing you a really, really simple way to use them. So first I'm going to add in the insert, and then I will build up this panel. Okay, so I am just using my Tombow glue. You could use Stampin' Seal. Oops, that was a bit too much, but you know, I forget not to squeeze so hard when it's a new bottle of glue. Okay, hold it where there's no glue. And center it up, and I do have wiggle room, but actually now that I move it a titch, I was going to say I don't need the wiggle room. There we go. I'm happy with that. That's one done. It doesn't talk to you. So remember the You Are Amazing set. It is a stamp set by itself, but it is designed to go with the You Are Amazing kit. And do you know what, Cindy? That's okay that this one doesn't speak to you, because my assumption is with you, there is something else in the catalogue that totally speaks to you. And this one just, well, the Hip Hip Hooray 3 Cheers for You don't, probably these 3 and the Speech Bubble speak to me most. I can't show you the card because I've already gifted it, but I did, no, that's not going to work. Pull it off and relay it down. Oh, that wanted to stick straight away. I did make a birthday card for a work colleague, using the Speech Bubble and I also added in the hippo. So I have blogged that card. If you look up You Are Amazing or the Hippo Happiness. Yes, I knew that would be an issue, that too much talks to you, Cindy. I'm not surprised by that in the slightest. So now we've got our balmy blue, our Night of Navy, and our well-suited paper. So I have just cut them smaller than the card base and then come in increments. Now, just so you know, I never like to give measurements because I know a lot of people watch me from many markets, and we all have different. No, do not put glue on this one, Ellen. We have, or the US in particular, has different card base size to the rest of the world. So I've just made, I think I've made this a fair bit smaller than the card front, and then I've gone in smaller increments. So you can just eyeball it. I know you all own a ruler and can do it. And just what you may use a smaller front panel than what I have used, and that's what works with you. The fun is you can make this card panel, the front card panel, any size you want. You could even just have a strip jutting out, and you could do some stamping on the inside panel. There are so many things you could do with the card base as it is. Don't know why I always line up better on the side rather than straight up and down. I say that as I don't line it up so well straight up. So now let that one set. Bring this one in. So it seems as though, and what about the papers? Do the papers talk to you guys for a great masculine basic? I just find them great basic patterns because you can use them masculine or feminine when they are great basic patterns. I'm putting my finger in this glue left, right and center. Seriously. Maybe because my hands have been played with today, they're now giving up the ghost. And then this afternoon, I'm getting haircut for my youngest, and I've got to go into another shopping centre and buy a black jumper for my eldest, because they will be a senior at school and the uniform changes, and because it's meant to rain all week basically and it is cold, I don't want them getting a chill or anything and missing out on school. So I will go and buy them an appropriate coloured jumper until all the senior jackets come in. They're ordered, but they're not in yet. Whoops. I'm having great troubles with this one. I'm just pushing the edge. Good save. Good save. Okay. So now we bring back in the card bases. Now, there are two ways of attaching our card front to the card base. You can either put glue on the back of this, but what I find is better if we put glue on the flap, then we don't add too much glue. I know, it's snowing. That's exactly. Okay, so Shelley, you own this pack of paper. And it's snowing. I know. And we're the middle of summer and it's in the low 20s today, which I don't know what that means in Fahrenheit, but I'd say about 50. Be about 50 degrees in the middle of summer. which is a bit crazy. So then we lie this down and we just, so what I kind of like to do is, that needs to come up a lot more. Oh my dear word, I'm having lining up issues today. That's why I use liquid glue. Okay, so we have no mess on the inside, but it is stuck down and it's not going anywhere. So we've created our base, so quite simply, but the layers actually, I think, add tying all the blues together. See, I told you I was playing with gilding last night. I knew a flake would make it on. A lovely storm. Oh, being by the fire, Shelley, that sounds so very nice. I don't know, I know Kayla's probably not here at the moment, but she's in southern Australia, in Tasmania, and they're pretty cool all year round because they're so close to, and well, their next continent is Antarctica, and they are quite a bit closer than where I am, halfway up. Well, not quite halfway up, but yeah, up the coast and a whole state away. Okay, I think we're just going to work with that. I think this is going to be the quickest video I've done in a really long time. Hello, Miss Myrtle. I know I'm going to have to find our gems, and the gems are actually the adhesive back blue gems that carried over from the August to December mini catalogue. So I love that I had them in my stash because I didn't, as some of you may know, I generally don't do blue Christmas cards because that reminds me of winter, and winter and Christmas don't go in Australia. I will get this backing off. I will. It's just not being my friend at the moment. Yeah, Bev, we had 40 degrees on the weekend. I don't even know. I'm just guessing, but it probably hasn't reached 20 here on the Central Coast today. It may later because, no, it's still raining. I thought it had stopped raining, but alas, no, it is still raining. It's that horrible, misty, annoying rain. Like, it's nice soaking rain, but it's not, I know, it's just annoying rain. Okay, so I've got those. I will empty my backings so they don't get knocked over. I will, yes, well, our summer, it's rained most of our summer, Myrtle. I think Bev will agree with me that most of, well, I think since just before Christmas till last week, we had no days that didn't have rain. Yeah, it's so annoying. No, we didn't. I don't think we did have rain yesterday, Bev. It's just ridiculous. But we did have about 5 days of no rain, but that's since Christmas. Thank you, Shelley. I've just got to try and find these embellishments and where I quite possibly have put them. Nope. Aha, I found them. I found them. So these are the blue adhesive back gems. So they come in Balmy Blue and Night of Navy. So both would work perfectly on this project. So for this one, I've used the Night of Navy dark ones, and I'll show you the difference. They both have the same treatment on them, but just slightly different base color to the faceted gems. So one, I don't know what I'll do. Grab the take your pick tool and work it out. So I might do one each, and then, oops, as I drop it on the floor, not helpful. Yeah, oh, it just rolled away from me. When in doubt and when you can't reach, grab your ruler. Oh, right. Put it back. Put the ruler back. Right, let's take 2 on adding these gems, hey? Right. Balmy blue first. So I love using the putty end of the take your pick tool. Now what I do make sure to do is just push the gem, so I'm just holding it by its side, and that means it's perfectly ready to add to the project. So that's the difference between the navy and the balmy blue. Just might use a mixture on this one, or maybe I want to save the little balmy blue ones. Yes, let's save them, if I can now get it off my finger. No. Okay, take 1000. Just go on the sheet, please. Right. Oh, for God's sakes. Right, it's there. Okay, grab 2 little ones of these, and Bob's your uncle. And I do actually have an Uncle Robert, so technically I do have an Uncle Bob. Okay, and that's the cards done. If you wanted to make this more feminine, I'll just show you the colours on the back. I haven't actually noticed it from the back. But if you wanted to make these more feminine, you could certainly grab your Wink Stella, because I can hear Jamie going, add Wink Stella. But I definitely want these to be more masculine. Hey Susan, thanks for joining. So yes, my laptop just went on sleep for me. So really, really simple cards. I think the good thing about it, I made it a little fun, so it's not a plain card. We made it a fun card. So I'll just show you 2. I'll just pop this one off to the side, and I will show you the things we have used. So we used the blue adhesive back gems, the You Are Amazing kit that goes with the You Are Amazing stamp set that goes with the You Are Amazing kit. And we did use the Stamparatus, and we have used the stitched rectangle dies. Thank you. It is a fun card, Margaret. Thank you. Thank you. So please make sure, if you haven't already, to like and subscribe depending on where you're watching. So I'm still trying to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'd appreciate you looking up Ellen Woodbridge if you're not on YouTube and subscribing to me. And like my business page, which is Ellen Woodbridge Independent Stampin' Up on Facebook. Oh, no problems. I am just finishing now, Cindy, so you will not miss a thing. I will add a shop link in the next 10 minutes or so to all the descriptions so you can purchase the products that I have used today. I have a busy weekend ahead. I have a presentation for Canadian demonstrators online retreat on Sunday morning, and then Sunday lunchtime I have my teen girls popping over and catching up on Zoom. So I'll be doing lots of prep and getting ready for all of those things. I will be back on Tuesday with no children and a peaceful household. I will. You too. Yes. Oh, good. Good, Sandra. Is definite. I think it's a versatile set, even though it isn't Cindy's cup of tea. I think it's a very versatile stamp set with the mixed fonts. I have certainly enjoyed using it, but I do need to use other sentiments that I have purchased. So I may be retiring this one for just a little bit while I enjoy my other sets and share those with you as well. So have a great weekend. I'll be back on Tuesday. Any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Bye.